Okay, Peter here from Comfort Zone, and so I'm just climbing up in this roof again, actually just to take the photos. Now you can see we've pumped this for cellulose fibre, but unfortunately sometimes when you have people work for you, they don't do the right thing, but that's why we give you a lifetime guarantee. So this job was done by one of my team about a year ago, and he shortly quit after that, and when the customer was a bit concerned about one of the air conditioning, they had a bit of a problem with that it leaked, and so we've covered the repair costs on that, but I came back to inspect the job, and this is the finished job after I fixed it. But I want to just point out something. Now this is the new cellulose that I just put in, right? This is the older stuff. Now it's not grey because it's old, it's grey because it's newspapers, whereas this is office supply type paper. So because it's a recycled product, sometimes it's different colours. But anyway, the point about it is that they hadn't actually pumped in enough, and so when I inspected it, it was actually low in all the edges and everything, and so I went around and I've topped it all up now, so it's all up above the joist, so it's actually a bit more than what it needs to have. As you can see, some of it was at the right height, like here, that's actually at the right height. It's just at the top of the joist, but obviously it's the hard bits that are out towards the edges that sometimes get missed. Now, so I've spent about an hour and a half on this site fixing the job up, and it always amazes me that you hire staff to do the job and you train them really well, and then, you know, for the sake of an extra 20 minutes while they were here, the job would have been done, finished and done really well. But I'll just climb through over here. They've got ducted aircon here, and we'll just have a look at the rest of the job. Now, as you can see, that was one of the other things when I did the inspection. They hadn't put shrouds around this type of downlight. Now, this type of downlight doesn't have any great amounts of heat produced, and it's got the vent at the top, and so, you know, they're not the ones that cause trouble unless you pump right over the top of it. But the guy that was doing the job for me decided that he didn't need to box around those, but you actually do need to box around those. So now, luckily though, what he did right was he did box around the other ones. Those ones there are transformer type downlights, and I'll just come through here, sneak through here. As you can see, it was low on a lot of it, wasn't it? And that makes a difference. So I know how many bags I used on this to do the fix up, right? And I've used 11 bags, which is about a third. So the job would have been an R2 instead of an R3, or maybe 2.2 or something. And so now I think it'll probably be easily an R3, maybe 3.5, right? But as you can see through here, right, lots of extra products going into the job, and that's the whole point of having a guarantee. And like out to there, it's all out to the edges, into the corners, and that. And you know, what's the point of buying a cheap product if the people don't honour the guarantee? Now, and I'll just sneak through over here and show you one of the transformer lights, so you get the perspective. So this is a transformer light, and funny enough, he did an average job on a lot of it, but the transformer light, the transformer itself's nice and clean, and it's boxed around that and done that properly. So all right. So now that's you know, like, I mean, these things happen every now and again. We're in business, and that, but I'm very, very happy if anybody ever has a problem with our job. Very happy to come back. In this case, there was a leak with the aircon here, and this was the ducted aircon. Now, I mean, it's only if somebody doesn't do their job right. But as you can see here, this is got a tiny little tray on the bottom of it, right? See that little tray there, and see that little pipe, right? So if there's any cellulose gets into there, right, it blocks that pipe up, and then the pipe can't drain, and that tray's only about 10-20 mils deep, and so if it blocks up, then water overflows and damages the ceiling. Now they've had that all repaired, and Comfort Zone's going to cover the cost of the repair, obviously. But not only that, I mean, the customer said to me, well, you don't have to come and inspect it, we've had it fixed. And I said, well, if they've done the wrong thing by you on that, they might have done something else not quite right. So I'm very, very happy to come back and check it for you and fix it up. So that's what we've done. If you if I hope that helps somebody, and like, comment or share. Actually, one more note before I go. A lot of people worry about ducted air conditioning with cellulose fibre. Now some aircon contractors will prefer cellulose over the bats, and part of the reason for it is, if you imagine trying to get bats in through all of this mess here, sometimes, and 1% gaps will lose your efficiency by 30%. So the cellulose, it's like any product. If it's installed well, it works well. And actually, I've just got to bring the blower back up and blow those ducts off before we leave. So I'm just going to do that, and then we're out of here. So like, comment or share.